They're the one
Okay.
in the firing line, and you can be backstage watching a joke bomb and be like, "Oh, that feels really bad." But ultimately, the person on the stage is the one who's taking the hit. So yeah, there is definitely something to developing that skill of being on stage and then knowing what's going to work because you've been
Mm,
there before, you know?
yeah. And then you never know how the audience is going to respond. So that's a whole other thing. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
You mentioned you
Uh,
bombed recently. What was that like?
yeah, yeah, I did. What happened was I was hosting a show. There's a club here called Gotham Comedy Club, and I was hosting the main room on Monday night. 7 o'clock show. It was great, full house, really fun. Had a good, had a good set, but it was also just like it was a lot of work. There were a lot of comics on the show, so it was just like keep the show moving. There were a lot of moving parts, and then I felt fine. Always feel as good as your last set. Like if you kill, you
Mm,
live in that for the next
mm,
week or whatever until you get on stage again. But if you bomb, you live in the bomb. And I had done okay, so I was feeling good. And there was another comic running a show downstairs, sort of concurrently, and he came up and he's like, "Oh, what are you doing here?" I was like, "I'm just hosting the upstairs show." And he's like, "Come down afterwards. I'll throw you up." And so he got me to close out the show downstairs, but I had just raced downstairs from the show upstairs that had finished and just sort of jumped straight on stage. And I hadn't seen the previous comics. I hadn't really got a sense of the audience. And so I was just kind of flying blind in that sense. And I just ate it. It was just such a, ugh, I haven't had a flop sweat like that for a long time.
That's
It
hard to
felt really
shake. Yeah,
bad.
yeah. For about 48 hours, I'm like, Jesse, fuck it up.